Settle up, it's time for Discord drama, where the threads are messy and the tea is hot. Get ready for the gossip, the chaos, and all the juicy details. This is Beyond the Map, and we're diving into the drama that's shaking up your sewer.
Welcome back, treasure hunters, cipher sleuths, and certified map maniacs. You're listening to Discord Drama, the show where the wildest theories and the hottest takes from the Beyond the Map's Edge community come face to face, and sometimes fist to keyboard. Today's episode? We're diving into the biggest mystery that's been driving everyone absolutely feral. Who or what is the bride in the poem? Is she, some say, she's Hera? Others say she's Saka Jawa. Is she a river goddess, a constellation, a weather satellite? A ghost in the Gaeta, or just Justin's grandma in an old photo? A forsaken mountain trail will spill the tea, scroll the receipts, and fan the flames of drama as we decode stanzas, question satellite alignments, and ask the forbidden question, does the bride have a groom? So grab your cryptic compass and strap on those metaphorical hiking boots, because tonight, on Discord Drama, we're walking down the aisle, right into the heart of the poem. Let the drama begin.
Let's stay focused, return. Her face is clearly poetic. The bride is a metaphor for fate. Guarding ancient gates? That's not literal. It's mythic. She's the force of destiny.
You mean to tell me she's fate and not like a person with a face I can physically return? I didn't drive 16 hours through cow country for metaphors.
I'm just saying the only time bride is mentioned is that photo of Justin's grandparents. Coincidence? Maybe. But why's no one asking if the bride is his grandma?
Because we don't want to deal Axe's family, Rick.
I actually like the metaphor idea. But I also think once you reach Bride Rock, that's where you cast your pole. So it's a location too?
Yes. The poem literally says, I wait for you to cast your pole. Go around the bend from Wisdom, down Route 43, follow Big Hole River. It's all Montana.
Right, but you're ignoring the Dryad theory. Arca's wife wasn't human. She was an oak tree nymph. That's our bride.
Oh, Tree Knight's back with the tree bride theory trademark again. Should I post the clip of him crying under a cottonwood while whispering she's really?
You're laughing, but the Dryad theory holds. In Ursa Doghouse, his realm awaits, his bride guards punishment's gates. That's not a metaphor. That's a riddle about a constellation.
Constellations? My third stanza decode uses Cepheus and Cassiopeia as his realm and the bride. Sirius equals North Star with Tucker. Her feet of 3 at 20 degrees. Return her face. Oh, connected.
I'm about to start planting congratulations metal plates at every potential bride across the American West and charge y'all $50 a photo. This is spiraling.
Some of us have 3-footed bride statues in our home shrines, and we don't need your judgment, Clovis.
Either. She's motherly. People keep mixing up roles. Let's be clear, this is not biblical. It's topographic poetry.
Okay, but what about the Lakota story of Red Cheek Woman? She's a bride who falls from the sky, stands at ancient gates. Her son returns in the bear story, starts in the Black Hills. That's beyond the map's edge.
You say topographic poetry like that makes it less unhinged. Y'all gonna manifest her out of aspens and start taking vows.
Oh, yes. That connects to the fate theory and the literal trail. Beautiful fusion.
Listen until someone returns her face and she appears in the mist at 20 degrees with her feet of 3. I'm sticking with Grandma theory.
You people are trying to marry a tree, a Greek goddess, a ghost, and a freaking constellation. Meanwhile, I'm still staring at the damn river near Wisdom, wondering if Bride is just a rock with moss on it.
Thank you.
Finally, some academic energy in here. I've mapped that. It aligns with Big Hole River and the solstice lines. The bride equals the three-footed constellation plus terrestrial checkpoint.
Thread locked for the next hour. Go outside. Drink water. Hug your real spouse. Also stop gluing congratulatory plaques to national monuments. Thank you.
I've decided the bride is drunk at a naturist colony. That's where I need to search.
Yeah, I'm over here wondering why he's looking for a naked drunk girl.
This is how things went at Woodstock and many other fests. I met her at... This hunt is going to be like Yarmany, but for real people.
I am the bride. I am the vibe. But also, I am very lost. And shout out to my real-life husband, who married a woman that casually identifies as a mythical gatekeeper in a treasure hunt. He just wanted a normal Thursday, and now he's helping me angle my foot 20 degrees for alignment. Oh, he knew what he signed up for, or at least he should have, after I started quoting ancient riddles in my sleep.
Cindy, don't worry. These people eat tinfoil for breakfast. The bride is clearly the entity that guards the threshold. Not a person, not a metaphor, a force.
Yeah, okay, Cryptid. Tell us again about the guardian spirit you saw in your dreams after microdosing.
Y'all are embarrassing. The bride is just a code name for the final location. All the mysticism is window dressing. Go outside.
Can someone just make a spreadsheet of all the theories and who believes what? I'm losing track and my brain is melting.
Return her face to find the place. Someone tell me how a face returns.
No, it's the cave face. We return to it. The face.
Every time you all scream, face I lose brain cells. It's not a statue. It's not a cave. It's the moon. The bride equals the moon. Return her face is a full moon. Go at night.
Any theories on who the bride is?
You people would follow a coyote in a wedding dress into a volcano if it quoted a riddle.
Whoever his realm is, that's his bride.
I feel like we're all ignoring the line water's silent flight. That's not poetic, it's a reference to the plane crash at Sawtooth Lake. There was no wife on board. So is the bride someone left behind?
Oh, here we go. The ghost wife by the lake theory is back. Just say you want to hike Idaho and be done with it.
No, wait. That checks out. Water's flight plew silence. A plane that went down. The fact Justin got the passenger details wrong in the book. That's the clue. The bride isn't on board because she's still waiting.
20 degrees bearing from Polaris? Bro. From Wisdom, Montana, that drops you right on Three Forks. 3 rivers foot of 3. And guess who's there? Saka Jawa. Her might be her.
Finally, someone using measurements instead of vibes. Saka Jawa Peak, Saka Jawa statue. Very public. Very known. Possibly bride. Still need to solve return her face.
Why is no one talking about the Lady of the Rockies? A literal bride carved into stone. Looking out over the land. That is a face. That is a guardian.
Because it's symbolic. The bride is the Rocky Mountains themselves. Her spine is the Continental Divide. Her gaze, east toward home. Y'all are thinking too small.
No, the bride is in the Black Hills. Lakota legends say Red Cheek Woman stood at the gates. And there's a constellation tie-in with Ursa.
I don't think it's a who, but more of a what.
Brides are created from proposals, right?
Brides are created from marriages. Fiancés are created from proposals.
The bride is referring to a queen.
Anyone talked about Saka Jawa? Maybe she is the her? There is a little bronze statue of her too, holding a baby. Not sure how that relates to bride or her foot of 3, though.
I do not think she is the bride. She was sold to her pedo husband in a non-consensual situation. He married young girls into his 70s. I don't think he is being honored in Justin's poem.
Whose damn bride? What ancient gates?
Maiden Rock made so much sense, except she isn't granite.
From the poem, his bride stands guard at ancient gates. The 2 original bridges were toll bridges. They might have had a gate to raise once the toll was paid. There are a number of bridges between Dillon and Twin Bridges. Dillon also has some bridges that were built in the 1800, but I don't know if they were toll bridges.
Okay, listen wisdom. Montana is literally on Big Ho River. That river flows into a place called Maiden Rock, aka the bride. Too many coincidences?
But she's not wrong. Maiden Rock sits downstream from Wisdom. Big Hole River connects them. If you use the 20 degrees bearing from Polaris theory, you're triangulating exactly into Pioneer Mountains. Bride could be the topographical goddess of that range.
Mystic Lake. Bride Trail leads there. There's a gate called Mystic Intake. You want symbols?
Bride's Canyon does have a Goonie Bird rock tower.
The bride has to be a geological/geographical feature. I went down a Grizzly 399 rabbit hole. They got a statue of her outside de Blois. If the king of the West is a grizzly, then the famous female Grizzly 399 could be the bride.
I'll say it again. The bride isn't a queen or a star or a dragon's babysitter. She's a landmark. Preferably one that doesn't require a telescope or Greek mythology degree.
A veil is something a bride wears. I think the bride is a crane with 3 toes. There is a crane on the Netflix set. The lore of the crane wife is a neat story. The moral of the story is selfless love.
I found the bride. Holy shit.
Everyone has to make up the bride to get their solve. Let's be honest.
My bride is the one I don't have.
Is a bride someone that gets half of the gold when it's found?
I need a hint, Pugliese. The only bride I found was his mom. The Bride of Frankenstein quote.
Oh, great. First we had dryads, satellites, and constellations. Now we're bringing in reanimated women made by sad Victorian scientists.
Reminder, if you build your own bride shrine, please no candles or taxidermy. We've had reports.
My bride can beat up your bride.
Is she a mail-order bride?
My second favorite kind of bride.
I'll tell you my bride, if you tell me yours.
Wedding of the waters could be a thing. A river may be a bride.
Here comes the bride.
The Princess Bride, haha.
Helen of a bride.
You need a bride to find a bride.
What do people think of Grasshopper Valley as the bride? Since in the book he says it like it's wearing the world's largest tiara. And brides wear tiaras.
Does the bride go with Troy, Helen of Troy, or local?
The bride is in the book, Heathens.
The term Earth's bride refers to Venus, also known as Queen.
My bride in OG Solve is tied to Narnia and Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, Greek mythology. She's a female deity, and a bride she marries Pallas and births gods of strength and victory. But more importantly, she's a boundary.
So now the bride is an immortal river goddess who determines divine justice? Great. I'll bring my sacrificial goat and a bar of gold next time I hike Big Hole River.
You people will make anything a bride. Trees, statues, satellites. And now a cosmic boundary line with commitment issues?
Does the bride have a groom?
The groom was lost. The bride waits at the gate. He never returned. She guards it now.
Get off my bride.
I went to Montana searching for treasure, and the bride left me at the altar.
The bride is the receiving end of a light socket.
Ride is also a thread and needle point connecting two places. Just an easy Google. Google the wife of Denali or Mete Denali bride.
Outdoor weddings typically have the sunset in the background and not in the face of the bride/groom. Guess they have to face east for that to happen.
So, what is the consensus on return her face? Do you look past her/behind her to find the place? Or are you in the place when you are face to face? Or is it behind you?
So there you have it. A trail of myths, metaphors, and more than a few emotionally charged map coordinates. The bride remains undefined, or maybe too defined. A mountain to others. A goddess. A statue. A mother. A warning. And just when you think you've solved it, someone posts a new constellation alignment at 3 a.m. Someone else swears they saw her face in a canyon wall. And someone you know who you are is still handing out metal plaques like wedding favors. So here's your final clue tonight. The bride isn't just in the poem. He's in the drama. She's the reason this discord is still lit at ungodly hours, still split into rival camps, and still one post away from total meltdown. So keep your theories sharp, your screenshots ready, and your emotional support topographic maps nearby. Because if there's one thing we've learned, the bride may wait, but the discord? Oh, the discord never sleeps. This has been Discord Drama. And trust me, she's watching.
Saddle up, it's time for Discord Drama, where the threads are messy and the tea is hot. Get ready for the gossip, the chaos, and all the juicy details. This is Beyond the Map, and we're diving into the drama that's shaking up your server.